would like to say. First of all, I'd like to thank Senator Udechak and Senator Blake for sponsoring the seminar. And I think the reason I'm here, my name is Dave Weber. I'm the international rep with the Laborers Union, LIUNA, and we participate in more midstream than anything. We're actually assisting to put the pipelines in place. I think that one of the things that I would like to talk about here is how it's affected our membership and the laborers in general. During the early years of 2000 to say 2005 or 6, we were averaging in the state of Pennsylvania about 200,000 man-hours in the pipeline industry. Then in 2007, we went to about 400,000 man-hours. 2008 and 9, we went to around 600,000 man-hours. Then in 2010, we worked 1.2 million. 2011, 3.3 million. And 2012, 3.6 million. Which, you know, when you take a look at when we started at 200,000 and last year we had 3.6 million, that's a significant amount of man-hours during a period in the United States when much of the country was in recession. You know, Ron from Local 158, who has 29 counties of eastern Pennsylvania, had pretty much full employment on good-paying jobs. So I think that's the main message that I wanted to give. And I have to ask myself, well, you know, what, you know, if you turn your TV on, everybody says jobs, jobs, jobs. Well, here's a situation where they came through. We have jobs. Now, how are we able to grow the jobs from 200,000 to 3.6 million? I like to think it was because of training. We noticed early on that, you know, everybody was talking, Marcellus shell's going to take off, Marcellus shell's going to take off, and it did. And LIUNA, that's the Laborers International, and the PLCA, who is the Pipeline Contractors Association, got together and put a pipeline steering committee together, and they developed a curriculum for pipeline safety and training. And I think, you know, we were fortunate enough that, you know, you can see our man-hours built up slowly over 6 or 7 years. It gave us time to train our people and get them ready for this type of work. And you know, I think you've heard everybody here on the panel and anybody else that's been here talk about safety. If you're not safe, you won't be working in the pipeline industry very long. That's the bottom line. You can't get on their bid lists, and they know more of this than I do, but unless you can provide the safety records. So you got to be you have to provide a safe workforce. You have to do it environmentally safe. The people that you send to work, they want people to know how to work around pipelines. They have to be drug-free. Everybody's getting drug tested. And obviously, you know, in the construction business, these aren't full-time jobs. Guys are used to getting up early, going to work, showing up on time, and doing what they're paid to do. So, what has this meant for the members and the people of Pennsylvania that are members of Ron's and other locals? Well, it really has meant that, you know, they've been able to put bread on the table, you know, clothes on their kids' backs, maybe send them to college, maintain a lifestyle that they've had prior to, you know, the recessionary period. So, and as far as the Marcellus shell business itself goes, you know, here's an interesting stat, I think. In 2011 and 2012, Pennsylvania now this is with the laborers union, 33% of the man hours worked in pipeline in the entire United States, 33% of them were done in Pennsylvania. So, and for the most part, and I come from Western PA, but I would say upwards of 60% of those hours were worked in the Northeast, more so than in the western part of the state. So I think that's really all I wanted to say.
Thanks, Dave.